Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to Carnivore Scott. And I want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all those people who have recently subscribed to the channel. Yesterday was a pivotal day. It was a great day, matter of fact, for the carnivore community, in my opinion, because of what happened on Homestead How with Carrie and Emma yesterday. Now, my hat's off and much praise and much thanks to you, Carrie, for putting together such an awesome forum, a great opportunity, a freestyling, but very impactful series of people presenting on your 10-hour carnivore on carnathon. Yeah, it's a carnathon. That's right. Um, but no, really, a shout out to you and to Emma, and for Emma hanging in there and being your helper and doing things. And it was pretty awesome. And the stories and the banter and the outpouring of caring and love yesterday was something uh, to be witnessed by it. But I hope a lot of people get a chance to go back and watch all of it. It was absolutely awesome. I love seeing our friend Bill Knott from Alaska come in, and so many people I have never heard before, but I got a chance to watch people who I've watched in videos, but never interacting like that. That live stuff is great, and it would be awesome to do that again, or to do it regionally, or something, some way or another. But that was really special, and to be a part of it was extra special. So thank you very much, Gary, and for your team and your panel there, and your moderators and admin did a wonderful job of keeping things moving and keeping things on track for the shout outs and things like that. And again, and wonderful for the community and the amount of dollars raised for the documentary, just absolutely spectacular. And so it was great to be a part of it, and I thank you for that. I gotta stick to my list. I found that out yesterday. Is my new way of doing things, and it's new to me, and I need to have a script, and I need to stick to it. And I beg your indulgence over this time as I work to learn new things. If I can plan it on paper and follow it, kind of like, I guess they call it storyboarding in the video and movie business, where they make their plan and their script, and that way there's fewer cuts and there's fewer post work, and that would definitely help me for sure. I want to talk a little bit about some things that have been a challenge for me here of late. So I am on day 17, and today is August 5th, and I don't think I'm doing it right. I, I, I don't think I'm doing a carnivore thing right in the minutia. I think I'm getting it in the super high level. I mean, I'm only eating animal products. I do have some cheese. I do eat eggs. I'm not having anything else. I don't eat all chicken. I limit my chicken, and I try to just have chicken thighs if I'm going to have chicken. But I can't be doing it right because this is the second time I've my going hasn't gone. Whoa, 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 whoa. First you say it, then you do it. I did it. Woohoo! Um, I am taking magnesium, taking a supplement. I have both a magnesium carbonate and magnesium citrate, and I am I'm getting some magnesium. So the fix try more fat and more food. I don't eat that much. You'd be surprised, but I don't sit down and eat a pound of food, a pound of meat, or 2 pounds of meat. So that I think that could be where the problem is. I do drink fluids. I have fluids around me all the time. I have fluids right here. I drink a lot of fluids. I'm reducing my coffee. Eventually, I think I'll work my coffee out because the caffeine can't be helping me. If I'm going to be doing this, I got to do it. I'll try to get to the lion diet. And well, I don't know what else to say other than things are challenging that way. Other than that, I feel real good. Other than that, I haven't felt any bloating till this morning, and we probably know why that is. And I've had good energy. I exercised for 2 days. I took yesterday off. There's a good chance I'll take today off, but maybe not. I might go swimming. But I have some plans today. However, let me say this: I have some good non-scale victories. My weight's still right around 290. Not going to weigh myself till next Friday. I'm going to just get off that gerbil path for me. I'm running around in the circle there and worrying. I'm going to do what's right each day. I'm going to try to um, simplify things by, hey, I'll eat till I'm satiated. I'll eat enough, drink enough. You know, you know the routine. But my NSBs, I do notice that there's weight loss in my legs. My wife notices there's weight loss. I have pants beginning to feel a little loose. I was able to put on a belt I haven't been able to wear in 2 years. So there are some non-scale victories that are working out very well for me. And I would tell you one of the astounding things is while we hear it again and again and again, mental acuity. But I want to be more specific. I am able to recall names and associate them with either events, places, or times, or subject matters, where I haven't been able to do that very well in the last couple of years. I oftentimes look to my wife and ask her, and she'll tell me the name of the person who I've been hanging out with for 10 years. But it's in there. I just couldn't get to it because I believe there's too much of a jumble in there with all the byproducts of my poor diet. Now, whether they're amyloids or they're proteins that are running around there, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. But it's getting better. One of the things that's not great is my sleep. My sleep has been off a lot. But there may be a culprit. I get the magnesium in to help because I notice that helps with my fidgetiness of my legs. But what's really maybe impacting is I've started incorporating stearic acid, C18 stearic acid. Obviously, it's a big part of the fatty profiles. It's a long chain fatty acid as a C18. And I think I spoke about it briefly before, and I'll dedicate a video to it. But the stearic acid um, is has a direct signaling, as I've read. And oh, by the way, I'm not a doctor. I'll put a placard in the front. Not a doctor, not medical advice. Just my observations and my readings. But stearic acid is sensed by your body. It has a near immediate impact on your body. And stearic acid is an energy and is used by your mitochondria and causes mitochondrial fusion. And I'll try to I'll put a link into a study that talks about that, and particularly about how they're thinking it's important to use that as a dietary modality for people with Parkinson's disease. Something very special happens at the mitochondrial level when stearic acid is present, and it creates a lot more energy and makes a very energized mitochondria, and it does that within 3 hours of eating it. So I just had myself I had like 3/4 of a pound of 80/20 ground beef. And then what I did is I added some of the stearic acid. It stays solid. I mean, solid at room temperature, as you know, a long chain fatty acid will do. And it doesn't. the way it lays, it allows it to solidify. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You have to put it on something to melt it, and then it melted into the meat, and it gives a little bit of a waxy consistency. They use a lot of stearic acid in makeups, and it's used in food also, but it adds a waxiness to it. It could not. It could be something that could be challenging for some people who have texture issues. I don't have it. My requirement is that my food is not living when I take a bite out of it, and then preferentially I like it cooked. But we could talk about that another day. But stearic acid, and that might have been giving me so much energy that I wasn't able to go to sleep till 2:30 and 3:30 in the morning, and then waking up again at 6:30. Last night, I caught the sleep ride, and the sleep man came by, Mr. Sandman, and he was like, but I woke up good today. So good stuff. Good non-scale victories. I heard yesterday, and I wish I remembered one lady's name, but she was instrumental in yesterday's early on uh, discussions, and she talked about a book called Atomic Habits. And in that book, they talk about don't put yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by things you're weak to or susceptible to. Don't put yourself in a room full of kryptonite, Superman, Superwoman. It's just it doesn't serve you. So uh, do what you can to mitigate the exposures to your kryptonite. I'll give you an example though. This morning, I like to do a lot of stuff with my church. I try to do a lot of things there, and one of the things that we do and I'm instrumental in is a men's fellowship breakfast. Simple thing. Come in, sit down, say hi to a bunch of guys. But we put it on, and in that breakfast, we provide some biscuits from the local biscuit factory. Sausage, egg, cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, um, biscuits, and then we get some donuts, and we have coffee, and there's some juice. So I'm going in this morning. I'm full carnivore. Go to the donut place. I go to the biscuit place. I pick up the biscuits, and then I go to the donuts, and 3 dozen donuts and a whole bunch. They give you the holes as a bonus, right? And we picked up a bunch of donuts. Okay. You can smell them donuts. You know what? I wasn't tempted. In the past, I'd have eaten a bunch. I'd have shoved 2 or 3 in my mouth a month ago. 2 months ago, I did. Today, I didn't have any. I didn't even have the biscuits. Last month I pulled the biscuits apart and just ate the meat. This month I said, why are you doing this, Scotty? This is not what you want to do. And at least a little more for some other guys, right? So we put on the breakfast and we had it, and it wasn't my kryptonite. And I think that's a benefit from this way of life, but it wasn't my kryptonite. I am amazingly blessed. I have a wife that loves me. I have 3 great and wonderful and successful, independent, off my payroll children. Big one. Super important. Now, I have 7 grandchildren. I've got a whole bunch of people in my neighborhood. I've got my church fellowship groups, and so I'm blessed with people that care for me, people I can care for and that I can pour into their lives. I have the equipment here at the house with the cross trainers and weights. I have the knowledge, so I'm not going boo-hoo, and I'm not trying to say anything more than that. But I am abundantly blessed, and I am so thankful for that. And finally, I would share with you that today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me! Boop, boop. I turned 61 today. I'm 61 years old, and I'm all right. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna get healthier. I'm really looking forward for the anxiety, depression things to be laid to rest. I'll be excited for the liver well, I guess the liver to be made better. I'll be excited to not have near constant pain from the various injuries and things going on. I'll be really happy. to not have my my belly hurting because it's rubbing my belt buckle over the top, that mushrooming thing, whatever. I mean, you can lose a lot of weight, but you still got to cinch it down. So anyhow, those are things I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to be able to move more and run more and be able to do the things I used to be able to do all those years ago. That's part of my depression thing is I used to be able to do things that I'm not doing now. But we're gonna get back to it. I thank you all for your time, your interest, and your support. And I know this was long. I don't expect that many people have watched it all the way through, but I appreciate that you were here, and I hope you have a tremendous day. That you get a chance to live up to your expectations, and that you get the chance to just enjoy what you have before you today. God bless. Take care now. Bye bye.